Hey guys, I'm hoping that everyone is doing good. Guys, today I'm going to show you how to master cubic function. As a grade 12 learner, or if you upgrade in maths, just focus. Guys, this is the way how to master a cubic function. Guys, 1, 2, 3. These are the three things that you need to know in order for you to master cubic function. You need to know how to determine the x-intercepts. The examiner sometimes will say determine the x-intercept, or just say determine the coordinates of A, B, and also C. They will say determine the coordinates of A, B, and C. And those are the x-intercepts because it's whereby your graph is intersecting with what? With the x-axis. Those are the points whereby your graph is intersecting with the x-axis. And then in order for you to find those A points, you just need to apply long division. Okay? Then you just need to know also how to determine the turning points or the stationary points. Those are the turning points or the stationary points. Those are the turning points. TP means turning points. And you also need to know how to determine the point of inflection. That is the midpoint of the graph. That is the midpoint of the graph. That is the midpoint of the graph. If you can bisect this graph into two equal halves, it means that you are going to get the point of inflection. Right? Yes. Then, in order for you to determine the x-intercepts or to find the coordinates of A, B, and C, because those are the x-intercepts, you need to know how to apply a method called long division. We are going to apply long division to determine the x-intercepts. Long division method. And in order for you to apply long division, you need to know at least one of the factors of what? Of x for this function. You just need to know one of the factors of what? Of x. Meaning that you need to know one of the x-intercepts. And in order for you to know that x-intercept, you need to use a method called try and error. Let me say, or let me just say, you are going to guess. You are going to plug positive 1, positive 2, positive 3 to this equation. If this equation, when you plug 1, positive, if you plug positive 1, positive 2, or positive 3, or negative 1, negative 2, or negative 3 on this equation, one of those three factors will give you 0 if you plug it. Like for instance, one of the factors of this equation, it's 1. One of the factors of this equation is 1. So if you plug 1 on this equation, you are going to get 0 because 1 is one of the factors of what? Of this equation. Here we have square root, here we have 1, then plus 3. If you simplify this, then minus 3 plus, it's minus 1. Minus 1 plus 3. Then this and this will cancel, and this and this will cancel. Then you are going to get 0. Therefore, which means our x is equal to 1. X equal to 1 is one of the factors of what? Of this equation. If you plug positive 1 on this equation, you get 0, which means 1 is one of the factors of what? Of x for this equation. Then you are going to use this to apply long division so that you can be able to get other two factors, because a cubic function is formulated by 3 factors. Sometimes it might be a repeated factor, like for instance, this is a cubic function, this is a cubic function, this is a cubic function, this is a cubic function. Right? This x minus 3 all cube. It's x minus 3 all cube, right? It's a cubic function. Then we have a repeated factor of minus 3. Right? So we have 3 factors on this cubic function, and those 3 factors, it's x equal to 3. Right? So here we have one factor which is positive 1. Then let's find the other. We are now left with how many factors? We are now left with other 2 factors. Maybe this is just a repeated factor, but that will be indicated if we apply long division.